Not long after Grandpa Arthur killed himself, Grandma started acting strange. She hired workers to remove all the inside doors from her house and nail shut the front and back doors. She came and went through a window and refused to go anywhere with doors that opened on hinges. We had no choice but to move her to an assisted living facility. The nurses wouldn't let us remove the door to her room, but they promised to always keep it closed. It was the best we could do. Fear of doors is called entomophobia. I looked it up, but that wasn't Grandma's problem. Not exactly. It was open doors that scared her, more precisely the unseeable space between them. What's behind the doors? We'd ask her. What are you afraid of? I can't tell you, she always said. I love you too much. Everyone thought she was crazy, but I wasn't so sure. I mean, what's the first place cops check when they enter a hostile room? That hidden, dangerous, unknowable space behind an open door. I started noticing open doors everywhere. At work, school, my apartment. Think about your own home. Does it have a door that opens back against a wall? What's behind it? Air? Clothes on a hook? How do you know for sure? You can look back there, but the minute you turn away, it becomes unknown again. Grandma was fine for a while, then something terrible happened. The doctors thought it was a copycat suicide attempt, because Grandma had the same wounds that had killed her husband Arthur. They blamed it on acute anxiety, brought on when a new orderly had forgotten to close her door. Bullshit. Grandma could never have done that to herself. She didn't have the strength, and besides, she always kept her nails short. I sat with her for hours, holding what was left of her hand. Just before she died, she spoke. Arthur, my darling, you were right. He can't be stopped. There's only one way to be safe. It's not to know it all. She obviously thought I was Grandpa Arthur, but there wasn't time to explain. I had to ask her that old question again. I needed to know. What's behind the doors? The one who waits. The one confined to the shadows. Once you know about him, he awakens. When you believe he's behind the door, it sets him free. And when you're afraid, that's when he'll come for you. Grandma smiled. But that won't happen again, Arthur. Because nobody else knows. And I'll never tell us all.